Hi guys, today I'm going to make no knead rolls. Very simple. I'll walk you through it. First, right now I have 2.5 cups of flour. I'm going to put in a 1/4 teaspoon of dry yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to use my left hand. Stir that all up. Then we're going to add 1¼ cups of hot water right out of the sink, no more than 130 degrees. 1 cup and 1/4 cup. And what you're going to do, if I had your hand, you're going to stir it all up. Keep stirring it. Mix it all together. Incorporate all the flour. As you can tell, I'm right-handed, but right now, gotta work with the left. Get that all together. And what we're going to do, we're going to get some saran wrap. We'll cover this all up for about 3 hours, and we'll come back then. See you when I get back. Okay, like I said, I cover it with saran wrap. We put a little towel over the top of it, and we're just going to leave it on the counter for 3 hours. And after 3 hours is done, we'll come back and we'll form it and we'll go from there. See you soon. Okay, we're back. It's been about 3-4 hours probably. The dough's been sitting. We're going to take it out. We're going to put it on a well-floured surface, and I'll show you what you do with it now. So you take your dough out of the bowl. It's kind of like sticky dough. All right, that looks pretty good. Then you got to make sure it's well floured. And put a little bit of flour on top. And you get yourself one of these. And you're going to do it about 12-14 times. You're going to fold it over. Kind of work it in a little bit. So you can work with it. Fold it over itself. Kind of want to shape it into a little ball. Okay. See that? Now what you want to do is you want to cut it in half. We're going to make 8 rolls, so we're going to cut it in 8. So first we'll cut it down the middle. All right, and we'll cut it in half again. And you cut them in half again. Not bad for a one-handed baker. Okay, so then what you're going to do, you're going to take them, you're going to kind of like pinch them over itself. Pull them up, pinch them, pull them up, pinch them. Kind of like a little saran wrap. Right? Just like that. So then what you got to do, you got a tray over here, parchment paper, and you put the pinch side down. So again, Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, and pinch the top like a little drawstring kind of thing. And then this side down. All right, you do that with all of them. Fun part. Pinch it up, pinch the side up, pinch the other side up, pinch it all together, give it a little shake, little roll. It's good you put a little flour on your hands because they start to stick. Okay. So then, once you have all this done, like that. 8 rolls, spread them out a little bit. I'm going to take our towel. I'm going to put our towel over the top. First we'll give it a little bit of a spring so it doesn't stick. Now what you could do, I mean, if you want to have sesame seeds, you can little egg white and then sprinkle some sesame seeds over the top. So we're going to let this sit. I'm going to start my oven at 450. Turn your oven on, 450. These got to be hot. So however long it takes your oven to heat up to 450, I use a thermometer inside the oven. I make sure it's at temperature. So however long it takes you for your oven to heat up to 450, that's how long it takes the rolls to rise again. Okay? I'll see you in about a half an hour. Mine usually takes about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. I'll check back then. Okay, we're back. It's been probably around 30, 35 minutes. The oven's been heating up, 450, 475. The buns are there. You could take a little water, could spray them a little bit. That's all. Throw them in the oven, 450 for 20 minutes, and we'll check back then. 20 minutes, come back, we'll check that back then. Now this is made some homemade sauce, 2 pots of that. I'm gonna make the rolls, little pasta tonight. So I started probably around 11:30 with the dough. Went out, did the realtor life, went out, shot some pictures, showed some houses, came back, the dough risen, whipped them up into little dinner rolls, and that's what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. We'll check back in 20 minutes, show you what they look like. Okay, we're back. It's been about 20, 25 minutes. The rolls are done. They look excellent. I'm gonna let them settle down for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna take a look at them. Beautiful. Nice and crispy. So what we'll do, we'll test them with our homemade tomato sauce that we made today. Some fresh tomatoes, a little Nero wine, and we'll test it in a few minutes. Let you know how it is. Chin on. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. We'll check these babies out. Oh yeah, nice and crunchy. Beautifully done inside, smoking. Take a little bit of the butter. Buttered bread. Dip it in the homemade tomato sauce. Test it out. Oh, great. Nice and crunchy. Beautiful glass of wine. Chin done. Okay, just a little recap. We had 2.5 cups of flour. You can use bread flour, regular flour, whatever you like. You had a 1/4 teaspoon of dried yeast. You can use fast acting or whatever, it doesn't matter. You had 1 teaspoon of salt. You had 1 1/4 cups of hot water, no more than 130 degrees. Mix that all together. There's no blender, no nothing. Just mix it up with a spoon. Cover it up. Let it sit for about 3 hours, 4 hours. It doesn't matter. Go do whatever you got to do. Come back. Bring it out onto a floured surface. Roll it out. You know, get it into a nice little ball. Cut it in 8 little sections. Pinch them together. Throw them on some parchment paper. 450. Nice hot oven. Give it a little spritz with some water. Comes out excellent. Any questions? Give me a call. Angelo, Remax at Home. Google me. You can find me anytime.